You so cool! Kishiryu Sentai! Bang! Ryusoulger, episode number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, episode number 10! The Invincible Counter, and welcome back to the show on the one and only triple G.O.D. I do not apologize for whining now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm just playing. Yo, welcome back to the show, sir. Like, we have a show to review. We should probably do that. Episode number 10, The Invincible Counter. Yeah. Yeah, super totally. I'm just gonna nod my head and agree for a second because I'm trying to lead you into this because this is an Asuna Cakes focus episode, and here is the one important thing that I appreciate about this episode. Thank you for reminding me, Ryusoulger, that this is a character that exists. Now, I'm not sitting up here saying that Asuna this whole time has not been an important character to any plot, that she doesn't matter or isn't important. But what character-focused episodes should do is remind you why this character is the way they is, to establish a level of character growth because the focus is on said character, and let them do their thing. Previously on this show, we had Melto handling the business. And that was very important. And again, because I went back to watch the review a little bit, because I knew I wanted to make sure that I got right what I said, and so I'm going to semi-quote myself. Melto understanding where he sits as a part of the team that is responsible for saving the world, because you, sir, are Japanese T.J. Henson. Super intelligent, a fine young Sentai member. Regardless of that. When it comes to Asuna, though, we, as a collective, that is you, me, and everybody else that watched this show, especially when it comes to my opinion of the character, of understanding, because it was established from the jump. This is your mother. She's the one that's got to keep the troops in line, in the understanding of that, why we do what we do. She's the character that does that. Usually, that falls on your red in most instances, but Cole is a different red because he got the juice. So as much as he is the focal point, Asuna is the glue that holds the team together, and it's an important role that she plays. And this episode was a showcase of what happens when your glue ain't there. Because we start our episode with Asuna being the character she is, super hungry, and winded food for a year. So she wins food for a year in a weird Rube Goldberg sort of way, which is going to come into play at the very end of this episode, which is a thing that I also appreciate because callbacks are important, because establishing things and then remembering it was a thing is fun for people like me who have to go back and watch the thing to make it a thing, right? So yeah. So she wins food off a Rube Goldberg machine. She figures out, well, I forgot my big giant candy, and this dude walk up. What's up, baby? Know what it is, man? She boy, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no name because, you know, I'm an important non-character, but we're going to help you forward this plot forward episode all about you. So, baby, won't you come with me and my boy over here to this spot, man, and let him do what he do? No, that's not what I want to do. Of course it ain't. You know what it is you want to do, man. I'm big and I'm strapping, man. My homeboy, he cool, man, but trying to get in them things, you feel me? Like, yo, what's up? Like, what's really good with you, babe? Like, what's up, man? I'm going to take you over. Hey, man, I think you should step up. Man, who is you, bruh? You ain't nobody. Man, what you gonna do? You gonna do something? Nah, bruh, man, come on. We should show our women some What? Man, you just threw a punch. Why you just threw it up? I'm like, man, I had just retired from whooping a fool ass, but if y'all want to catch some L's, and what proceeds to happen is this dude show up in the name of Asuna Cakes and plot and deliver these two fools who trying to sit up here and take the cake over to the cake to have some cake, and they get delivered a massive L. And when I mean massive L, I'm like, we get to one of those points where dude sit up here throw a punch, the dude dodge him, sit up here and throw one just like this, and then flick that dude in the head, like, man, I ain't got time for this, man, I'm out. And we establish our part. We establish our plot of the episode of not only are we focusing on Asuna and her cake, because her cake is important, because all cakes matter, hashtag that. But also that we need something for her to play off of, so we are introduced to one Kintamori. And in this, we've got a lot of deep diving to do, because as much as this dude is a one-off character, really discussing like what this dude issue is very important to understanding why this character focused episode works. Kintamori has problems. We learn later in the episode that the reason why he's feeling so down and so blue was he got into a fight and his friend can't draw no more. And here's a spoiler alert for the ending that never gets any technical resolution. It becomes a part of the episode which reminds us that this is an Asuna character-focused episode, but him going over to his boy like, yo, man, can we pound it with your one broke hand? Never happened. So establish that now. That's what we're establishing there, that the thing that made this episode go is not quite resolved. But given Sentai does what Sentai does, and given what maybe you want to do if you are a shipping freak like me and want to put that together, maybe our boy Kenta will come back and, you know, and maybe they'll do something with that. I highly doubt it, but it would be nice to see like near the end of, oh, I remember you, how you and your friend doing? Oh, man, we good, man. He got his hand fixed, everything. He's like a bionic cyborg now. Like, I don't know, man. We just wrote something in the plot. We don't care. So, establishing all of this and knowing that this mostly goes nowhere in the instance of there's no actual real resolution for the main focal point of this episode, who is not the character Asuna and her cakes, which is the character focus of this episode. Okay? So, given all of this, you know what I'm saying, is that here is where it gets interesting. Remember we talked about the glue that holds the team together? A lot of times, the rest of her teammates, and we are talking about Japanese TJ Henderson and Young Juice, aka Melto, and that boy couple, they don't quite understand because they've been so cool for so long of understanding, like, what it is. Because Asuna has shown some, how do I want to say this? Some flightiness every now and then, which makes her immediate people dismiss a lot of what she says. But at the same time, when I really think about the exchange between Melto and Ko and Asuna, and understanding that if she would have told them the answer, then this episode would have maybe been 15 minutes shorter. So for the sake of the plot, they gotta be some assholes and just ignore their friend. And it's like, well, okay, this happens semi-often, especially when you are establishing the character to, because again, if we are talking about our character focus, and we can go back to our last episode with Melto of understanding of how he ultimately got over that hump in that episode of understanding that what part do you play, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, and it's not as pronounced for Asuna in this episode of the role she plays, because I will be honest, that is a role as someone who watches this show designated to her, because that is how her character was initially introduced, as the mother figure of the one who keeps the squad together, because of her bubbly and energetic personality, playing off of, we got a dude who's angry all the time, a show off, a red, and a dude who's extra smart. So you've got to have something that holds the glue together. And Asuna was just that, because of how she introduced herself in the early episode, and has become that mother figure by default because of. Even giving this, I will say this because it's on my mind, I gotta applaud Kuryan. That was a dope move. You see this dude sitting up here delivering massive L's and like, yo, if I sit up here and give him the juice, Omo, that he gonna put out that Minosaur that's gonna be delivering L's all day, 12 letters of alphabets. These, and sometimes those that do this, but it's these. So yeah, I gotta give it up. That was ingenious. That giving Kuryan chances to shine for actually being a tactician. Now I'm not sitting up here saying that Kuryan gonna be sitting up here playing 3D chess with like the greatest Sentai villains of all time. Hell no. But him seeing that, yo, that boy can sit up here and put the work in. Like, yo, he could deliver L to the Ryusoulgers every day of the week and 3 times on Sunday just because. And I'm feeling that. If we're going to talk about villains real quick, Wazoo being what it is, I'm like, I like the run. I like the run and appreciate that. That's what our mid boss villain here is for the plot right now of somebody who is a legitimate tactician and has shown it. And even though that ever since he showed up on the scene, the Ryusoulgers have foiled him at every turn because they are the heroes, you are the bad guy, you will take an L because that's the way it has to be. Unfortunately for you, sir, I gotta respect that he putting in the grind. That his idea, middle of the episode, is, yo, I'm feeling what you doing, fam. I'm with you, cuz. I'm like, let me flip it though. And it's like, in that part where Wazoo walk up as Kita's friend and like, come on, buddy, let me have a hug. Come on. You ain't nothing but a punk ass bitch. What? I'm like, this dude's a savage. I'm like, cause my thing was, it's like, Asuna was sitting up here looking around like, where did dude come from? Like, all of a sudden, magically, right? And it's like, he's sitting up here like, yo, buddy, I forgive you. Sight motherfucker. And I'm just like, that's dirty. And given the result of the monster group, because that's another thing, I guess, because I'm just going to jump all over this episode at this point because of where we are, because let's establish this. Once Ko and Melto understand that Asuna knows what the hell going on, go handle that. Because this is a character-focused episode about you and that cake, which is yum, yum, yummy. So, yeah, go take your yum, yum, yummy cakes and go throw it over there at dude who we need to help before, this becomes the real problem. And then we get Big Mom by her just to murder him because he just loves murdering things because he's a murderer or something. Whatever. Him and the boy Toa didn't really do nothing. Him and Toa Moray didn't really do nothing this episode but be there. So, be there. That was a thing at school. They used to give us cap, because they wanted you to show up. Because if you didn't show up, no one got paid. Know that now the old ass man, but as a kid, like, yo, the free beanie, cuz. Like, okay, fine, whatever. But anyway, establishing that they send the cake off to handle the business, and there's all this plot development where you learn about what's going on with the boy Kenta, what's up with his friend, and all the stuff that leads into it. Is that, again, this is important. It gives Asuna a chance to be the character that not only that because of her prior actions that I've designated her to be, and I'm just going to make this assumption that the assumption that a lot of you have come in conclusion to as well, that that's the type of character she is, and that the character that she's going to be, albeit an evolution because we have plenty of show to go at this juncture, is that she wanted to be there for him. And it's like early in the episode is that you had Kenta sitting up here showing like, man, like, yo, well, I got pride, I'm a boss. Like, man, jab, short fears on your ass. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? He sat up here like, yo, let me wrap that hand up, girl. Like, yeah, give me some of that honey love. I'm not gonna start singing. Okay, got the hand, honey love, baby. And give me that honey love. No, I'm sorry. Give me that awesome cake. Give me that awesome cake. Okay, I'm gonna quit. But I just forgot what I was going to say. Let me get some water. Don't mind me. Let's get the water. So, given what I just said, because now I just remember that we are at this juncture still, episode 10, establishing the baseline for these characters. Like our opening episodes, given what our main three lost, given that Big Bonba and Toa Moray still have a story to tell that we don't quite know yet, and given what I know that your sixth is on the way, is that they have a lot of ground to cover. So I'm giving that because this is our first round. Because for anybody who done sat up here and watched me for years know that I understand better than most that it's that time. It's that lull in the series where you need to fit your character focus. Because you're not going to have a lot of time because you have a limited amount of time in a year to tell your story, to establish these characters, and most importantly, sell toys. Because this is still a Japanese toy store for children. Let's not forget that. It's been a while since I've had to remind you that I watch a thing that is a thing that is a thing, but the most important thing is the thing I just said, because it's a thing. So given all of this information, that yeah, right now, episode 10, that before your 6 come through, that this is the perfect time for, I know, for Melto and Asuna and Ko to get character builds. For them to really establish who they are beyond. And again, and I will say this because I really want to refer back to episode 9, is that you really got a little bit of that, even though it was Melto's episode, was you got Ko like, I can't fly. No more R. Kelly references, stop, and all Asuna want to do is just eat, and I'm just like, cake. Anyway, given that you are learning these little bits about this character, and even though, like I said, we got a lot of Toa stuff early on, we know he the show off. And we got Bomba, he's just a serial killer because, it's a Minosaur. Kill the human. Slash. That's what you do. And I respect that, but hopefully at some point they tell, like, what's really going on with your ass. Like, we need 3 episodes in a row about what is the deal with that boy Bomba. Just let me know, like, what's the deal with this fool? Because all he want to do is just murder things, because the answer to any Minosaur problem is to murder the human, or in the case of previous episodes, the sad treasure chest that was never used, because that's a thing. Yeah, I did appreciate that. Even given all of that, to my point though, this episode gave Asuna a wonderful chance to shine. It's like, hell, remember what I said at the very beginning of this review about reminders? I forgot that girl had super strength. I forgot that was a character trait of hers. Like, I literally forgot that first episode she just hit Ko with one of them joints. Don't come with me. You don't want to get hit with one of those. There's a reason why these are the most dangerous hands in the multiverse. You thought I was lying or something? That I was just bigging myself up? No. Dangerous. We spend most our lives catching L when triple uppercuts you. Just like that. But anyway. Given that, like I said, like, it's a reminder to remind me, like, yo, the character trait of this character is that when she get real pissed off, she on that Sakura shit. And I'm like, thank you for reminding me, show, because I forgot. Thank you for reminding me because I forgot. And given that she was able, because I was sitting up here wondering, like, while Wazoo was sitting up here taunting her, like, how was she gonna say this dude? And she just flew him up in the air and called him like Superman. It's like, just laid him down. You about to catch it, L, nigga. It's morphin' time. And L's. Wazoo quickly got up out of there, after Asuna got her chance to do a thing, and then, we got some Anki Rolls, we got the Anki Rolls Megazord, and then that Rube Goldberg thing, where she sat up her to go for the finish, she knocked over an oil platform, it rolled over, a little toy dump truck rolled over, all this stuff flew into the monster thing, and it's like, L time, boom, and then L's got caught. And then they had meat, and that was the episode. So, what have we learned? You shouldn't ignore people for the sake of listening to your friends, but if you don't want your show to be a 6-minute show, then yeah, we gotta act like some douchebags. But again, it's like, when I think about that portion, Ko and Melto were acting in character. They know this girl, like, she just like, whatever. But that's the thing. As because we are in this character building focus, learning your teammates, learning to not only believe but entrusting in your teammates, to give them the opportunity to be their best selves so that you can be your best self so the team can be its best. That's what it is. And all of these characters focused episodes early on will be that. So expect me every time I watch an episode and it's a character building episode, and maybe the first 20 or so episodes, I will repeat that statement because it's true. All these things are about solidifying and understanding what your team is in this early level of evolution of you being a Sentai. And then you add your sixth, and then it's going to be character building of trying to learn your new character. And then it's going to be some fights for a while. And then it's going to be the lulls where we finish coming full circle, and then L's will be delivered, and this show will be over, and then there will be new toys to sell for a new Sentai, because that's how it works, ladies and gentlemen. Glad I could help. So there you go. Wait a minute. Hold on. Uncle Triple would like to take the time out right now to remind you that you are so cold. Just to let you know that if you're not having the best day, the best week or month, or even know, yeah, Uncle Triple let you know that you so cold, baby. Just letting you know. Regardless of that, we have got plenty of more show for you. If you have made it to the end of this and you forgot who I was, let me remind you, because I love this part. I am the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D, aka Mr. CRACKCOCAINE. Hashtag entertainment's #1 dope man. And of course, I am hashtag the baddest monster in existence, just so you know. Right there, I am flanked by the greatest squadron in the world. Squish murder in the crew, the congregation. Let them know, let them be praised, baby. Bessie's over there, always on special projects. Jalene and Magdalene holding down your ones, your twos, your threes, your fours, the tag team champions of the world. We always stay winning. We never losing out here. Keep throwing them dubs up, baby. Look, please sit back, relax, and stay tuned. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate that. Yo, if it's your first time making it to the end of one of these things, yo, there's a button that lets you subscribe. There's a bell that reminds you that when I put in work, and also there are links if you wish to support this show or get at me on social media. Feel free to take advantage of those. I'm always open to hear your questions and your thoughts, because you know this is an open platform, and I'm glad I'm giving one, because this stuff, it means so much to me. So, what's left? Oh, you. Because I just talked to you, so let's keep the focus directly, squarely on you. Thank you for coming through. If you appreciate it and you did all that other stuff and you want to tell a friend, feel free to do so. You have plenty of ways to do it. And let them and they know Uncle Triple is holding right down live on Team GRF TV. And remember, you are so cool. Bye-bye. Look, we have got plenty of more show for you. You, that's you. Making you feel important, because you are. You make this happen, so thank you. More show for all of you. And you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Right after these commercial messages. Hold that thought real quick. Am I forgetting something here? Let me see. Ice in the Cakes, accidental Rube Goldberg things, Cole and Melto being dumbasses, reminding me that she has super strength, Wazoo took a massive L, counter for counters on that Ippo shit. Yeah, that was the episode. Anki Rose, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, so we did cover everything. Yeah. More show for all of you right after these commercial messages. Out of the case.